So it's pretty unfortunate, but it's true. I think that Americans sort of they take the rap from all different nationalities that play up here.
Back into it again. The morning routine.
So today I'm not going to go down the field. I've got the cafe on TV tonight, so I've got a feeling I'm going to get absolutely bombed tomorrow and over the weekend. So I'm going to go down and just pick up just some extra things, just in case that happens. But first of all, I want to show you this. This is salt. So got 4 bags of salt dropped off a couple of days ago, and you can see the neighbour's one there on the corner there, some salt dropped off. So everybody knows every year all the households put in money into the community fund, and this is one of the products that the community buys with the pooled money is salt. And salt is just to put on the road outside, so you sprinkle it on to the ice and it melts it. So it's just to stop people slipping over or cars slipping. So if you live in these rural areas and part of your community thing is they drop off salt, you're expected to use it. So this is not just a safety thing for yourself outside your house. It's a responsibility for everyone to do. So you might have some older people, and they might walk down the road or on their bicycles to get their groceries, and you don't want them falling off their bikes or slipping over. So it's sort of an obligation to keep your entrance up to scratch. So So today I'm just going to head down the shop just to pick up a few extra things, and I thought I might as well do a topic on the way down and the way back. And this is sort of the myth of the bad American, and I'll tell you why it happens. So Americans, I think, do get a bad rap here, and it's actually not their fault most of the time, because a lot of Japanese, if they see foreigners, especially white foreigners, and they might be loud or impolite, or for whatever reason, whether they're impolite or they just don't know the manner, they'll just assume that they're Americans. So for someone like myself, or a white guy from Britain or New Zealand or whatever country, if we do the wrong thing and sort of have bad manners, they'll just assume that we're Americans. So it's sort of a bit unfair to the Americans, but when you're sort of the most popular sort of country in the world, these sort of things happen. So the sort of the story of the uncultured American, I mean, it's, of course they exist, but it's a little bit unfair. So it's sort of you get the same thing in Australia. If someone looks Asian and they're playing up or doing the wrong thing, people just say, it's those Chinese tourists again, or something like that. And they could be from anywhere, but because they look Asian, they'll just assume that they're Chinese, because the Chinese have a bad rap, the tourists. So this is what I think happens in Japan, because most Americans that you meet here, I'd say they're probably better behaved than the average Aussie or Brit, to be honest. So I think they get a bad rap for all the wrong reasons. So for anyone that's ever sort of travelled Australia, New Zealand, England or whatever, one thing that's obvious is we've got plenty of clowns too. So I don't think this is just part of the Americanism or American culture or whatever. So anyway, I try and behave myself and not add to the bad American stereotype. Anyway, I do my best. So I'm just popping into the shop. Just really got to get some extra things. I've got a big feeling I'm going to get bombed over the weekend, so I'm just going to do some top-ups. I've got enough stock, but you never know how much you're going to need. So anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Anyway, how rude of me. I should take you along with me, shouldn't I? So anyway, just going to grab just a couple of things. Definitely need some spinach. Spinach. Okay, mushrooms. Some shiitake. I should get some more chicken and some eggs, some more chicken, maybe a bit of mince, I need ham, ham and some eggs. I need a lettuce. Need a lettuce for my paninis. What else I need? Tomatoes. Get some more tomato pulp. I make most of my pizza sauce, but I'm running very low. So I make most of my pizza sauce from the garden tomatoes. So I'll just turn the camera off for a second. There we are. Local shop. So, being a man who is a bit of a fat boy, always get chocolate. And some lollies. These rock. Orange gummies. The nuts. Yeah. $49. I'm going to smash these out and then we're going to hit the road. So I'm just going to pop to the gasoline stand just to get a little bit of kerosene because upstairs in the cafe is starting to get a little bit chilly, so I like to put the kerosene heaters sort of to blow the air underneath the tables too, so it's nice and cozy for everyone. So anyway, I'm going to head there now. It's almost coming up to the gasoline stand. I'll just pick up some more gasoline and then we'll get back to the topic. So, I base sort of this sort of opinion from what I've seen and from the people I meet as well. Most Americans, sort of as a generalization, that come to live in Japan or even holiday in Japan tend to be the conservative type of person. So they're not this sort of, ill-mannered sort of redneck sort of type. That might go out on cruise ships and get drunk and party up or whatever. It doesn't seem to be that demographic, but if people were to talk about, the ugly sort of foreigner, they'll mention American as if it is a type. But undoubtedly, they're copying the rap for every other single foreigner that may look white that plays up here. It's just the way it is. Japanese people tend to group foreigners in two sort of ways in their mind. One of them is Americans, and generally that's pretty much all white people, and other gaijin, so everybody else, so Indian, Thai, Chinese, wherever, sort of seem to have sort of two categories. Nobody will ever say anything bad about Australians because they wouldn't know if they met one unless they were told. So if you're an Australian and you're playing up or they didn't like you for whatever reason, most likely they'd assume that you're an American unless you told them otherwise. So there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that the Americans do cop the bad stick for this, for other white people playing up, which contributes to that sort of stereotype of the ugly American overseas. But as I said before, I don't. If anything, I think that they're better behaved than, say, your average Aussie or young Brit. That's just anecdotal from me. But the longer I live here, the more it sort of seems true. But anyway, I've got a big day tomorrow. I've got 2 classes on today, so I've got to get back into it. And anyway, as always, hope you like the video.
Let's go.